Hello everyone. Today we'll continue with Unit 4 and today topic is buying behavior. Earlier we discussed about the market segmentation, positioning and the targeting, and now we will continue to buyer behavior. The buyer behavior is related to the making a or can say crafting a market strategy which is based on the consumer behavior, and why it's mean the marketer try to keep their product in front of line in the consumer minds or consumer thought, so that they know the consumer behavior. Okay, so what is consumer behavior? Consumer behavior is related to the study of buyer, means the study of buyer who could be a buyer, individual or a group or organization. So we study about their use and their need and their purchasing decision. Okay, so how they buy the product, how they select the product. Okay, what motive to buy a product, what is their need, what is their want. Okay, individual basis and group basis, so they try to study in each and okay, so then that basis they try to make a their product, so they can reach out to each and every customer. Okay, so in simple way, what is consumer? The consumer behavior is study of consumer, how they buy the product. That is the study of consumer behavior. The importance, as we say, that they try to study about the consumer purchasing, consumer needs and consumer how, why they want to identify the why, the motive. So they try to they can easily identify the gap between their product and consumer. Okay, because when we study the consumer behavior, we can easily recognize what consumer need and want. So if our product is not related with them, so we can fulfill the gap through the consumer behavior study and make a product according to them, so we can grow and continue with in market. So what factor influence a consumer behavior, means what are the factors which is related to the consumer behavior, means what are the segregated we can study the consumer behavior. They are basically different of consumer behavior factor. Earlier also we discussed about the psychological, demographical. Okay, now we continue with some of factor which is important for consumer behavior. First is psychological factor. So the psychological factor is means individual customer, or we can say every person have their own view, or we can say own problems. Means if you have a problem, it doesn't mean that your problem have a same problem which lead to the other is have a problem. Means every person have react to problem is very different. Okay, from each another. So they are trying to find out, they are trying to portray their product, means the production company or manufacturer, they try to place a product like that way, where they can give the solution to the your problems, your need. Okay, that is the psychological factor. Means every person has their own unique problem too, which is the marketers can recognize. The personal factor, earlier we discussed, it is very simple. It means it seems it is give the preference, like and dislike and the interest. Basically means every consumer have their own interest, like and dislike. What you like is mean doesn't mean the other person will like also. Okay, so that's on the basis they try to know that how much people are, how many people are liking or disliking about this kind of things. Okay, third one is the social culture factor. Social culture factor is again the where the person live in the. Okay, social culture means the cultural and social background comes to the their income source, their lifestyle, the culture source related to their religion. Okay, their race. Okay, what they, so that is all about the social culture factor, which has some important factor. Social class, income. Social class again the what are the class, it is the lower income or income group also. So what are their lifestyle is in, what their religion, what their, so that is the social culture factor we do consider in the consumer behavior. And fourth one is motivation. Motivation is the most important factor, because what is the motive to buy a product, okay, for every consumer is very different. Okay, so there are two theories to find out the motivation. Okay, first is the Maslow and second is Herzberg theory. So Maslow theory is related to there he made a pyramid. In that pyramid he give the category to the motivation on the basis of their need. Means, if firstly we classify the requirement of the product on the need. Means, if we are there low income or first basic needs are, motive is the basic food, we can say the basic things, means the safe and security. Okay, the second is the lifestyle, and the third is the go on. Okay, the first basic is the basic needs, and that category, when that need and that motivation fill up, then that customer go to the next category. And the Herzberg theory, that is very simple: satisfaction and dissatisfaction about the product. Means the motivation is the buying product. If you satisfy, you buy again. If dissatisfied, you not buy again. And the last one is the perception. Perception means your thought process. Means thought process of consumer. That is the perception. Thought process is related to the consumer receiving. Okay, that is the related to the what we receiving through the masses. Okay, that become our perception about the things. So they are trying to stimulate that perception through the masses, and so consumer buy their product. Now last topic is consumer buying process. The consumer buying process is very simple process, because first is problem recognition. In the step of problem recognition means what is your need, and okay, why you want this product. If you have if you want to buy a laptop, it means you have a requirement of product. Means there are something, you have a problem which is laptop can be a solution. That's why that is the first step, problem recognition. Okay, the second is information search. If we continue with this example, if one person buy a laptop, means that he has one problem, so laptop can fulfill this his need, or we can the laptop is the problem solver. Okay, then second one, alternative second step is information search. Means whenever we decide to buy a product, first we have a problem, means we can't do work without laptop. That is our problem. Now we decided our product. Now second step is information, that we search the information about laptop. Okay, what kind of laptop is available, okay, what kind of price are available, which company is making, what are the facility features are. Okay, so information search, earlier it was the person to person. Now they are trying to market is so smart, so they are trying to build up your views, or you can say opinion poll also. So from net also you can search the information about each and everything. Second is evaluation of alternatives. When you search the information, you not go for the all laptops, or you can't go with the one laptop, because you want to be best for you. So you make the alternatives, means that this one. And when you make the alternative, it has a two type. Like evaluation have a two type, means there are two basic factor in that. That's the conjunctive. Conjunctive means when you making the alternatives, you will try to find out the best suitable product, which is means the product attributes fulfill your need. Means if you want a laptop which is good RAM with good memory slot, good screen size, means the conjunctive means making alternative on that basis, which have a maximum attributes and maximum features. Okay, so that's you make your alternative. And the lexicographic means which one alternative have a maximum attribute which is suitable for you in terms of anything. Means it could be a pricing also, it could be a sizing, it could be extra benefits of the product. Okay, the lexing is trying to that alternative which is suit, means that product which is going to be uses and fulfill your want. Last the next step when consumer buying process is purchase decision. When you final the alternative, then it become a purchasing decision, because when you decide that that's one product, so you will finally buy the product. The last step is of this decision buying process, post purchase. Later when you done with the purchasing or going to purchase, you do the, it's kind of a review system or feedback system, where you depends on the user experience. If you have a bad experience or good experience, you are going to do spread there. Okay, so whether people like it or not, the people have, you have any problem, so you don't want to go, you will tell the others that you should not buy that product. That is the post purchase behavior. Because okay, it is usually the related to the experience. Means sometimes you buy the phone and you are not happy with that is your post purchase behavior. So you trying to go complain or try to rectifying that things. Okay, that is the consumer buying behavior. That is all about the buying behavior. I hope you understand this. Thank you.